Hi there! In this video, we will discuss the summary of the 52nd chapter of Noli Me Tangere by Dr. Jose Rizal, titled The Cards of the Dead and the Shadows. We will also study the important events, characters, settings, and lessons found in this chapter. Listen and watch carefully, as you will learn a lot from this historical work by Rizal. Let's begin. In this chapter, a mysterious conversation took place among three shadows under the gate of a cemetery. They were discussing a plan to attack the civil guards, convents, and other institutions as revenge for the oppression they had experienced. It was revealed that Ibarra was the inspiration and leader of their movement. He had also sent the wife of one of the shadows to Manila for medical treatment, which convinced the man to join the uprising. When they noticed another shadow approaching, they stopped talking. Once they recognized each other, the newcomer explained that he was being followed, so they decided to split up. They agreed to receive their weapons the following night. With a cry of, "Long live Don Crisostomo!" the three shadows disappeared behind the wall, while the newcomer waited at the corner of the gate. Shortly after, another shadow arrived and looked around. Since it was drizzling, the shadow took shelter under the gate and met the first shadow who had also taken cover. They decided to gamble, with the winner staying behind to gamble with the dead. They entered the cemetery, and on top of a tomb, Elias and Lucas gambled against each other. In the end, Elias lost and left silently, swallowed by the darkness. Now, let's move on to the important events in this chapter. The three shadows talked about their plan to attack the civil guards and convents as revenge for the oppression they had suffered. The plan was led by Ibarra. A new shadow arrived and warned that he was being followed. He announced that the weapons would be distributed the following night. Two shadows decided to gamble, with the winner staying behind to gamble with the dead. The gambling took place inside the cemetery, on top of a tomb. Elias lost the gamble against Lucas, so he left silently and was swallowed by the darkness. Important characters. Elias, a character who joined the dark plan to rebel against the civil guards and the church. He lost the gamble against Lucas and was eventually swallowed by the darkness. Ibarra. Although he did not appear in this chapter, he was seen as the inspiration and leader of the movement. Some people supported him because of his past kindness, like helping the wife of one of the men. However, he was not really involved in their plans. Lucas, the brother of the man with a scar on his face. He gambled against Elias inside the cemetery and won. The Shadows, the three mysterious men who planned a rebellion against the civil guards and the convent. They were part of the movement that used Ibarra's name as their leader, even though he was not involved. Let us now proceed to the setting of this chapter. The chapter took place in a cemetery. Here are some of the lessons, messages, or implications shown in this chapter. The chapter shows the theme of revenge, which drives the characters to plan dark actions against their enemies, but it also leads to greater disaster. The gambling scene inside the cemetery symbolizes life decisions that put us at risk and in mystery, where the outcome can bring deeper wounds or loss. The chapter highlights the importance of choosing the right path, as wrong decisions can push someone into darkness, as happened to Elias. The actions of the characters in the shadows reflect the secrets and corruption of society, where evil is done behind hidden motives. Ultimately, the chapter suggests that seeking justice through violence only brings more sorrow and disaster, worsening the situation instead of providing a solution. And that concludes the 52nd chapter of Noli Me Tangere, titled The Cards of the Dead and the Shadows. What have you learned from this chapter? Share your answers in the comments. We also encourage you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated with our future videos. Until next time, thank you for watching.